What a play! What a game!
Welcome back, everyone, to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings holding on to the football as we jump into the action in the first quarter. Second and 11 now. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and 11 now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener. And they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Cousins. Quick throw knocked away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Cousins. And he's left with no option here.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50. But here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 96 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now it leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll go with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. Situation, and you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a pickup of 6. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back to the ground. this time with Jones. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On play action. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cousins. Jansen to his left. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw, Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. We're in the third quarter now with the Packers in possession of the football. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Again, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Cousins on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield. Yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cook up the gut. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 27, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Cousins to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Matthew Wright for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. Up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ooh, with a juke. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nifty move. And he's got room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. There to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bed. Question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Cousins.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That'll bring it. After the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards to loss, second and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to to give yourself a chance.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Steps away. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Cousins and the Vikings down 31-27, 2:18 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. First down, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. That's complete. It's Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Cousins again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Cousins to throw. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, you have to get the onside kick and not let the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Well, this this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division